Hello and welcome. I will now tell you a happy story about a guy named Freeman. Have fun. Chapter 1. Once upon a time there was a person called Freeman. Freeman working at Black Mesa. The other scientists he working would think he was strange. But one day something very strange happened. When Freeman was late, he came to a guard named Barney. Barney said stop. Gordon asked why he couldn't come in, because he was working there. Then Barney opened his head and out came a head crab. Gordon grabbed the security guard's pistol and shot 3 shots at the head crab. The head crab made some funny noises but suddenly died. 2 seconds later it exploded. End of Chapter 1. Chapter 2. Freeman walked inside Black Mesa. Everything was quiet. He walked to the front of the door. Suddenly he heard a scream. He ran towards the scream. He saw a zombie eating a brain burger. Freeman felt sick and puked up. Freeman had some shots left in the pistol. He shot the zombie 12 times, but it didn't die. Freeman ran away. 2 more zombies came after him. He didn't know where to run. Then he saw a shotgun. He picked it up and blasted 2 zombies' heads, 2 small dots on the walls. End of Chapter 2. Chapter 3. Freeman sat down and calmed down. He didn't know what was happening. He had 1 more shotgun shell. Suddenly he heard a woman's voice. It said, "Freeman, help me." Freeman walked slowly to the voice. Then, he saw his wife in a cage. She had the brain outside of the head, and no guts inside. Everything was inside out. Freeman puked again. He puked up his stomach, but he swallowed it again. End of Chapter 3. Chapter 4. Freeman cried over his dead wife. He thought about revenge, but whose fault was it? He walked slowly to his office. Nothing was changed. His computer was intact. He downloaded the video camera watch at first. He saw lightning in the movie, then nothing more. He heard radio voices outside his door. He hid beneath his desk. The door opened. End of Chapter 4. Chapter 5. Freeman didn't know what to do. He just were quiet. He heard steps coming in and a radio telling, "Everything's clear." 5 seconds later they started to shoot. He heard a man scream of pain and some heavy breaths. It went quiet. Freeman looked out from the desk side. He saw blood, much blood, and a zombie eating on a military person. Freeman walked quiet to the side of the door. The zombie stepped away after a little while. Freeman took the soldier's machine gun and walked down the hallway. End of Chapter 5. Chapter 6. After 2 days Freeman had built a little fort in his office. With machine guns and bazookas he had stolen from dead soldiers. Zombies invaded Freeman from time to time. On the night the doorbell rang. Freeman walked slowly to the door. He opened. Outside was a pizza guy. Freeman shot about 600 minigun shots out at the door. When he looked out, pieces of flesh was everywhere, and a head on the ground. When Freeman went his back, the head said, "Hey you asshole, why did you shoot me? You could have said this was the wrong house." Freeman said sorry and launched a bazooka rocket at the head so the brain squished against the walls. End of Chapter 6. Chapter 7. Freeman walked back to his office. When he came back to his office the doorbell was ringing again. He walked to the door again. When he opened he saw a man, looking like he was made of flesh pieces. Freeman said that he had an ugly face. Then the ugly man throwed a pizza on Freeman. Freeman got mad. He launched a missile on the ugly man. After he saw nothing, in 5 minutes it started to rain flesh. Freeman smiled. End of Chapter 7. Chapter 8. It's gone 2 months now. Freeman felt lonely. He gathered some hearts and lungs, livers, stomachs, skins. He made 2 persons of it, but they didn't woke up. Freeman was angry. He bit one of them in the arm. He woke up and started to eat on the other. Freeman got really mad. He planted 4 bombs in his office, walked outside, and kaboom! A black cloud flew over the Black Mesa. End of chapter 8. Chapter 9. Freeman had to make a new fort. When he had built a little, he heard something squeaking. He looked what it was and saw a baby head crab. Freeman took the head crab and feeded it and loved it. They loved each other. One day when Freeman came home to his fort, he was hungry. He saw his best friend, so he ate him. Goody good. End of chapter 9. Chapter 10. When Freeman had eaten his best friend, he walked to another guy's office. He saw a red button, so he pressed it. Kaboom! Freeman flew back in a wall and fell to sleep. When he woke up, he saw aliens. They had taken out his organ. If Freeman hadn't gone mad, he did now. He grabbed an alien's arm and twisted it off. He cutted all aliens in the brain. After he ate them, he cutted them to small dices. End of chapter 10. Chapter 11. When Freeman came back to his fort, he had to shit, but he couldn't find a toilet. He searched for 3 minutes and suddenly he found one. When he was 1 meter from the toilet, he realized he had made it in his pants. Freeman said holy shit and planted a mini atom bomb in the toilet, and super bang boom kaboom. Freeman walked home with a smile. He smelled like shit. End of chapter 11. Chapter 12. Freeman had to change pants, but he couldn't find any new. So he cut it of a zombie's leg skin and made pants of it. That smelled worse. But Freeman got hungry and ate the rest of the zombie. A little time later the doorbell was ringing. Freeman walked to the door. When he opened, he saw a familiar person. It was George Bush. Freeman took a chainsaw and cleft Bush in 2. End of chapter 12. Chapter 13. But when he had cleft Bush in 2, he realized what he had done. Freeman ate Bush's pieces. Freeman was full. When he turned his back, the doorbell was ringing again. Freeman opened. Outside was another familiar person, Joseph Stalin. Freeman took an axe and cutted him to small dices. After he ate them with brown sauce. Goody 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 good. End of chapter 13. Chapter 14. When Freeman walked back to his fort, the doorbell was ringing again. Freeman got angry on the fucking doorbell. He launched a rocket at the door. Kaboom! When Freeman looked who it was, he saw it was his mother that came with a cake. Freeman ate the cake and his mother's pieces. End of chapter 14. Chapter 15. Freeman wondered why the door was ringing the whole time. So he made a door of flesh. Why that was necessary we don't know. The doorbell was ringing again. Freeman picked up a laser beam gun and walked slowly to the door. He shot laser through the door in all directions. After some seconds he heard something fall to the ground. Freeman opened the door and looked out. It was his father. Freeman ate his father's pieces and walked back and fell to sleep. End of chapter 15. Chapter 16. Freeman wanted to investigate more of Black Mesa, so he started to walk to a lab. He saw a 1 million years old egg. Freeman ate it. After he said, super goody goody good. End of chapter 16. Chapter 17. When Freeman had investigated some of Black Mesa, he found a scientist. Freeman was just begun to eat him when the scientist said, "No, don't eat me. I'm alive." But Freeman didn't listen. He cut it off the scientist's arm and ate it. The scientist said, "Why the hell did you cut off my arm?" Freeman didn't answer and cut it of his leg. The scientist said, "Arg." Freeman opened the scientist's brain and ate it with a spoon. The scientist said, "Stop." But Freeman cutted him too many dices. Goody 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 good. Goody 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 good. Dot goody. Goody goody goody. Goody. Goody good. Dot goody. Goody good. Dot goody. Goody 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 goody. Dot goody. Goody. Dot goody. Extra goody. Goody 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 goody. Good 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 good. Goody. Super goody. Extra goody. Goody 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 goody. Dot goody super spicy goody. Goody goody. Brain good. Goody 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 goody. Many more goody. Goody. Dot goody goody. Goody. Very happy goody. End of chapter 17. Chapter 18. When Freeman had said goody good, he found out he was the bad person in Black Mesa. He started everything, so Freeman took a magnum and shot himself in the head. His brain was flying on a plate, so a zombie ate it. Very happy end. Very 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 happy, super happy end. Everyone's happy. End of chapter 18. You had now heard Andrea's version of Freeman's story. Did you have fun? Why not? You stupid fucks, ha ha ha, I will eat your guts. Kaboom, arg. You can go now. Why do you not turn this stupid stereo off? Turn it off now. Okay, you had your chance. I'm going to blow up in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 1, 1, 1, 0. Cradablum kaboom smash boom bang bang boom bang kablast. The end.